where the Jamaicans saw a picture of Jomo Kenyatta with long dreads. And that's where the dreadlocks origin started to come forth in Jamaica and throughout the Caribbean islands and the whole world. So now we're going to go into it. Numbers, the 18th chapter, I believe it is. Where's that scripture with the hair? I believe it's Numbers 18. It's one of these scriptures. I want to get into that. Numbers the 18th chapter. See if you can find that scripture down here. It'll be Numbers 6 or 18, one of these scriptures. Okay, I found it. Numbers the 6th chapter. Excuse me, I was looking at number 18. Now, Numbers the 6th chapter, they talk about the vow of a Nazarite. First of all, let's get an understanding. What is the vow of a Nazarite? A vow of a Nazarite was when a man or a woman made a particular oath to the Most High, whether it be a couple of months or a year or two. So you wouldn't cut your hair. But does it mean that you didn't cut your hair and you let your hair grow all knotted up and you didn't comb it and clean it and wash it? No. So what these Rastas do, like I said, a lot of the stuff they incorporate it into Rastafarianism. And what they do is they push it and make it seem like the Rastafarianism is a nationality and it's not a religion. So now, Numbers the 6th chapter, verse 1. Let's break down the Nazarite. Because a lot of these Rastas claim they're Nazarites. But let's show you to have dreadlocks is wrong. That's why it's called dread and locks. It locks up. The natural hairstyle for a man or woman to have is braids, not dreadlocks. Dreadlocks is unclean. Okay, a lot of you Rastas will argue and say, no, you can still wash it, you have shampoo. No, it's like taking a knot. It's like taking a sheet of paper, a long cloth or a sheet, and taking the sheet and tying it into a knot. Now let's say you wash the sheet, tie it into the knot, and you take it out the washing machine. The outside is going to be white and clean, but guess what? For the inside, which is the knot, to be clean, you have to untangle it and wash it. So no, when you put these different herbal medicines or herbal wash that you use, herbal shampoo that you use on your hair is not clean. It's still unclean. That's why the Lord allowed the Israelites to have braids or afros. Alright? So that following that Jomo Kenyatta over there in Kenyatta is wrong. So we're going to prove it. Give me Numbers the 6th chapter, verse 1.
Book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord.
Right.
Verse 3, He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes, or dry.
Right, so in other words, this takes place during the time of the vow. So read on.
Verse 4, All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk.
Notice this, all the days of his separation. So as long as the vow is still in existence, the Lord said you can't do these things. Read on.
Verse 5, All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head.
Right, meaning you're not supposed to cut your hair. You're supposed to let your hair grow. Nowhere in the scriptures did the Lord say for you to let your hair knot up. All a Rasta is a nigga that don't comb his damn hair. That's all a Rasta is. A nigga that don't want to comb his hair. So read.
Until the days he be fulfilled, in the which he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow.
Now, how are you going to be holy to the Lord if you don't comb your hair? First of all, when you look at a lot of these Rastas, their lock is all brown. It looks dirty. There's been reports of Rastas having scorpions nests in their hair and insect nests in their hair and everything, man. They take their beard, they don't clean their beard and grease their beard and shampoo their beard. They let their beard all knot up. It's disgusting. How you going to be holy and you come into the Lord's temple with uncombed hair, man? So read on.
He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow.
So now stop. Since we're dealing with locks, let's go to the Bible dictionary. Let's look up the word locks. We know people are going to get emotional, they're going to curse, they're going to get mad. But let's look at the Compact Bible Dictionary by Zondervan. And let's look up the word locks. let's see what the scholars say. Sometimes the scholars are right and sometimes they're off. If they're going according to the scriptures, they're not off. They're right. Because I know a lot of you going to say, oh, this is the white man book. But hey, listen, even sometimes the Lord makes the white man tell the truth. So let's look up locks. Beautiful. And then we're on page 325 of the Compact Bible Dictionary. Now read locks right here, where I underlined it, where I highlighted it.
Right. It's on the Variant Compact Bible Dictionary, and the definition of the word locks. In Numbers, the 6th chapter, the 5th verse.
We're just reading it. Numbers, the 6th chapter, the 5th verse. Read.
The term indicates the unshorn and disheveled locks of the Nazarite.
Read on.
In Judges, the 16th chapter, the 13th verse.
Read on.
Verse 19. The braided locks.
The what?
The braided locks.
The what?
The braided locks.
The braided locks. Read.
Of the Nazarite Samson.
Of the Nazarite Samson. So Samson had braided hair. Okay, they put locks in there, but when you go into Hebrew, it doesn't say that. Okay, it has another terminology for it. But in the English version, it says locks. So it says, yeah, priest Daniel.
And also it tells you in the story of Samson that his hair was woven.
Right,
exactly. The same thing as being braided.
Exactly. Woven means to be braided. So read that again, brother.
In Numbers, the 6th chapter, the 5th verse, the term indicates the unshorn and disheveled locks of the Nazarite. In Judges, the 15th chapter, the 13th verse, verse 19, the braided locks of the Nazarite Samson.
The braided locks of the Nazarite Samson. So it shows you that the Israelites, we braided our hair. We didn't have dreadlocks. Now, you may have had Israelites that were Gentiles that was following the other nations. Yeah, they grew locks in their hair. But technically, as being Israelites under the law of Moses, we're not allowed to have dreadlocks. That's an unclean hairstyle. So that's it. So now, continue finishing Numbers, the 6th chapter. Now I'm going to show you how wicked the Rastas are. So read.
Numbers, the 6th chapter, the 5th verse. All the days of the vow of his separation there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separateth himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow.
Right.
Verse 6. All the days that he separateth himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body.
Right. So now, after the days of that, or months, or years, whatever, how long it takes, what are they supposed to do after? Let me show you how the Rastas, they're full of it. Now jump down to the 18th verse.
Verse 18. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of the separation.
Wait a minute. The Bible said after the vow is over, the law said you're supposed to shave your head. So that shows you that the dreadlocks is off. Because you Rastas are running around with this dreadlock. But the Bible said after the vow is over, you're supposed to take down your hair. Because it's over. It's just to show the Lord, okay, look, I fulfilled my vow and I'm no longer under the vow anymore. That's why you have to shave the hair of your head. Read on.
Shall shave the head of the separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair of the head of the separation, and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of the peace offering.
So it shows you after you shave your hair, you're supposed to take the hair and bring it to a priest and offer a sacrifice to show that you're finishing your days or month or year or whatever of your vow. So that shows the Rastas are off, because for a lifetime, a lot of these guys walk around with their hair dangling. And when you look at it, it looks effeminate. They're always going like this, like a woman, like a bitch. Always going like that. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. Let's see what Paul said about that. Give me the book of 1 Corinthians 11 chapter. Okay, it's effeminate, man. For a man always going like this with your hair. Okay, it's like a woman. And a lot of them, you tell them that, they want to fight. They want to tell you they're going to get their gun. They're going to shoot you. You niggas ain't doing nothing. Only thing you niggas gonna do is just get mad, and when the Lord come back, He's gonna put you to death. So give me the book of 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, and start at the 14th verse.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 14. Doeth not even nature itself teach you?
Listen, even nature, meaning it's natural. Read.
Teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him.
Why did Paul say that? Because it's effeminate. It's effeminate. Look at a lot of these rock groups that have long hair like a woman. They look effeminate. A lot of times, if you don't really look close enough, you think it's a woman. The drummer be having long hair. The singer be having long hair. The Lord said it's effeminate. So read on.
Right. Doeth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him?
Read on.
Verse 15. But if a woman have long hair...
If a woman have long hair, okay, read.
It is a glory to her.
It's a glory for a woman. Because that's what the Lord created for a woman. Except a Negro woman. She's the only woman on earth walking with no damn hair. She got a pound of damn plastic explosives in her hair, which is nothing but weeds. So read on.
For her hair is given her for a covering.
For her hair is given what?
Given her for a covering.
So a woman is supposed to have long hair. But when a man has long hair, not braided, and it's like the rosters just all the time,